minute. I will live Nashram at this direction. We haven't been here.
Is it because of Navratri?
No. Okay. So, hi everyone, this is Aloni, your host from AskPankhuri, and I hope you all are doing absolutely great. So, if you all can hear me, you all can see me, just let me know in the comment section, and then we will start with the session. So, I think everybody would be very excited for today's session because we are going to do Airil and Mushkil and look, and I absolutely love her. Like everything that she has done in that movie, all the makeup, all the fashion, that's amazing. I love them. Yes, I hope that everybody would be very excited right now. Yes, ladies, let me know how excited you are for today's session, and then we will quickly get into it. So we have Srishti here today. She is the one who teaches how to get that beautiful look that is stuck in my heart in her Adam here. So yes, Srishti, can you say hi to everybody?
So, hello everyone, and thanks for the introduction about today's look. And yes, Saloni, थोड़ा सा audibility issue आ रहा है मुझे. So yeah, थोड़ा सा. Yeah. And at the same time, yes, the complete look was all about the brows and very minimal, but at the same time, very intense eye makeup because it was a very intense moment in the movie. So yes, the complete makeup is very like very glamorous. At the same time, the brows are the main attention to it. If you might see, आप एक बार एक picture देखिएगा इसका picture जो complete look का था. तो आप नोटिस करेंगे कि जो ब्राउज है इवन द आई मेकअप है वो मेन अटेंशन एंड द लिप्स आर वेरी नीट. So we are going to recreate the exact same look. And yeah, I am not Anushka Sharma, but we will try to recreate the exact same look. So yes.
Yes.
So moving ahead. Yes.
Yes. So yes, ladies, as you all know that we are going to create a very beautiful look here. But before going any forward, just a little thing. So yes, the very first thing is that we are going to have the session in both Hindi and English. पूरा ही session हिंदी और English दोनों ही languages में होगा. So you are not going to have any issue regarding the language. Second thing is that if you have any question or queries, do write them down in the comment section and we'll be more than happy to take them. Okay? कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, कोई भी कंफ्यूजन है, बस आप उसको कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख दीजिए एंड हम उसको लेंगे एंड हम ट्राई करेंगे कि आपके मैक्सिमम टू मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चन और क्वेरीज यहाँ पे सॉल्व हो जाए. Now, the third thing is that all the products that Srishti will be using, they are already given on the app. You can go back to the app, you can check them out, and you will get it. Okay? Last thing, the question that we get a lot during the live session is that are we going to get the recording of the session? Are we going to get the certificates and everything? So yes, you are going to get the recording, certificates and everything. But for today, as it's Thursday, so yes, it is all going to be here on YouTube itself. So you can come back anytime. You can watch all the recordings. And for the products, you can go back to the app. वहाँ पे आपको सारे products मिल जाएंगे. So recordings यहाँ YouTube पे available रहेंगी. Products आपको app में मिल जाएंगे. Plus, I will try to write them down in the comment section also so that there would not be any confusion. Okay. So yes, without wasting any time, let's get started with the session. Over to you, Srishti.
Okay. So thank you for the introduction, by the way, Saloni. And yes, as I said, the brows are going to be the main attention. So we'll be starting with the brows. So for the starters, I will be going with spoolie brush. So spoolie जल्दी से हम लोग देख लेते हैं. This is the spoolie brush. So generally, a lot of people call the mascara brush. So we are going to brush the hair upwards, and also at the same time, the brow hair were more towards the brown side. ठीक है, even the eyes, even the eye makeup, everything. Though her hair were also brown, so हम थोड़ा सा brown side में रखेंगे. आप दोनों side में कर सकते हो. You can also keep your brow hair according to your natural hair color. And natural hair color कैसे select करना है? It is going to be one shade lighter than your own. मैं brown side में रखूंगी because we are going to recreate the complete look. Yes. So थोड़ा सा मैं brown की तरफ रखूंगी. तो अभी मैं क्या कर रही हूँ? पुली से I will be brushing my hair upwards. ठीक है. अब क्या करेंगे? I will be taking one of these products called the Brow Proof It. So this will make my brows waterproof and at the same time more stiff. You can use a brow soap. So this one is called NYX Proof It. It is in shade Pie BO1, PIE Pie BO1. So ये सिर्फ एक lipstick applicator जैसा है. I will be just applying a bit onto my brows. So क्या करेगा ये? स्टिफ कर देगा और वाटरप्रूफ भी कर देगा. So I just need a stiff application. Again, what I'll do is I'll brush my brow hair upwards. Chale. And then what I'm going to do is I'll take an angular brush. Angular brush को आप देख सकते हो अच्छे से, इसमें एक angle है, इसलिए I'll be calling it an angular brush. सबसे पहले हम एक gel based product लेंगे. So for that I'm going with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. So this is in shade brown. Basically it's called the shade chocolate. तो थोड़ा सा brown है. As I already said, मैं थोड़ा सा brown की तरफ रखूंगी. So I'll be going with the shade brown. And I'll be applying it right above. In the same section, this section में hair है. So if in case my hair are going towards sideways, I will be filling them sideways. ठीक है? If they are going upwards, I'll be filling them upwards. और at the same time in the complete look, जो brows थे थोड़े से boxy थे. तो आज हम ombre effect नहीं करेंगे. We are going to create some boxy brows.
Okay. तो अभी हम क्या करने वाले हैं? अभी हम लोगों ने क्या क्या किया है? सबसे पहले हम ब्राउज करने वाले हैं. तो ब्राउज अगर आपने देखा होगा अनुष्का शर्मा के जो एडल है मुश्किल लुक में, उनके ब्राउज जो है वो ऑम्ब्रे ब्राउज नहीं है, इनफैक्ट वो एक बॉक्सी ब्राउज है. तो बॉक्सी ब्राउज ही आज हम लोग भी करने वाले हैं. तो हम लोगों ने सबसे पहले एक स्पूली लिया था. स्पूली की हेल्प से हम लोगों ने अपने ब्राउज को ब्रश किया. देन हम लोगों ने लिया नेक्स्ट का
Angular brush.
या वी टुक द एंगुलर ब्रश एंड हम लोगों ने लिया है एनास्टासिया बेवरली हिल्स का ब्राउ पोमेड जो कि है शेड ब्राउन में. तो हम क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत नेचुरल ब्राउज दिखानी है, इसलिए आपको हमेशा आपके जो ब्राउज हैं उनसे एक शेड लाइटर आपको कलर यूज करना है. एंड देन जो भी हमारे ब्राउज हैं हम लोग उनको अच्छे से एक एंगुलर ब्रश की हेल्प से फिल इन कर देंगे.
I hope the difference is visible. ये वाला side थोड़ा सा आपको browner and ashier side में दिखेगा. At the same time, this one looks more darker, right? So I hope you can see the difference. And at the same time, ये वाला section we are going to darken it up. Generally, मैं ये वाला section थोड़ा सा light छोड़ती हूँ because we generally give it a more ombre effect. But आज थोड़ा सा boxy effect देंगे. We are going to overfill this section. But again, the angle of application is going to be upwards. तो थोड़ा सा शार्प ब्राउज बना रहे हैं.
तो ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर दिस दैट जब भी आप अपने ब्राउज फिल इन कर रहे हैं, आपके ब्राउज हमेशा उसी वे में फिल इन होंगे जिस वे में उनकी नेचुरल ग्रोथ. तो हेयर यू आर ऑलवेज गोइंग टू फिल इन योर ब्राउज अकॉर्डिंग टू योर हेयर ग्रोथ, लाइक नेचुरल हेयर ग्रोथ.
Okay. And also at the same time, she didn't conceal her brows. ब्राउ कंसील्ड आउट नहीं है, बस नेचुरल जितना ज्यादा विजिबल ब्राउ हेयर थोड़े से एक्स्ट्रास भी दिख रहे हैं बिकॉज शी ट्राई टू क्रिएट अ वेरी नेचुरल बट बॉक्सी इफेक्ट एज इफ somebody have done their brows themselves. So we are going to do the same. We are not going to conceal the brows. हम ब्राउ क्लीनिंग नहीं करेंगे जो हम जनरली करते हैं हेयर को हाइड करने के लिए और ब्राउज को स्ट्रक्चर्ड दिखाने के लिए. आज हम ब्राउ क्लीनिंग नहीं करेंगे. So here I'm going upwards and same way around sidewards. And just to fix everything up and make sure कि brows इतना ज़्यादा move ना करे, I will be using a powder-based product right above it, and this one is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's called the Brow Pro Palette. आप कोई भी brow या फिर brown color palette use कर सकते हो. You can also use your eyeshadow colors for the same. क्या कर रहे हैं हम जेल के ऊपर इसे पैक कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. So I will be going with one of these shades. This is brown. Okay, this palette is broken, but I will be taking one of this shade, which is called Arbonne. So any light brown color, we are going to apply right above this color. Just dap it off, ठीक है. सिर्फ dap off करेंगे. Same angular brush.
So what we're doing right now is we have just taken any of the brow palettes you can whatever brow palettes you have, you can take any of it. Here Srishti is using a brow palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, or if you do not have any brow palette, you can always go for the eyeshadow palettes also that you have with you. you just have to keep in mind that you go with something in the lighter shade, like light brown or something like that. You can use any of the shades. Just dab it off on the color that we have already put it on so that we could conceal or we could just pack everything that we have applied on our brow. तो अपने ब्राउज पे जो भी चीजें हम लोग ने अप्लाई की है उसको अच्छे से हम लोग पैक कर दें। इसके लिए हम लोग आप कोई भी ब्राउन आई शेडो पैलेट यूज कर सकते हैं, ब्राउ पैलेट यूज कर सकते हैं, आप कुछ भी यूज कर सकते हैं एंड उसको यूज करके आप अपना पूरा का पूरा जो ब्राउज है उसको पैक कर सकते हैं।
चलिए, so now what I'm going to do is I'll be creating that intense smoky eyes and उसके लिए first I'll be going with any dense brush, ठीक है, any dense medium brush. So here I'm using this medium brush. Density आप देख सकते हो center से काफी dense है because मुझे ज्यादा product pick करना है, ठीक है। तो आप नहीं तो you can go with कोल पेंसिल, कोई भी काजल पेंसिल, या फिर आप जेल लाइनर ले सकते हो। Here I'm using the one by L'Oreal. So this is in shade profound black. आप कोई भी जेल या फिर कोई भी पेंसिल यूज कर सकते हो, whatever works for you. आपने क्या करना है, you just have to dip into the brow pomade or the gel pomade. आपने प्रोडक्ट पिक करना है and what you have to do is you have to apply it below the crease. So मेरा crease line आपको यहाँ दिख रहा है, I will apply it below the crease line. बहुत थोड़े से स्टार्ट करेंगे because black is a bit scary color, ठीक है। ब्लैक थोड़ा सा डरावना कलर होता है, थोड़ा सा डर जाता है बिकॉज अगर आपने इसका एप्लीकेशन थोड़ा सा भी गलत किया तो यू माइट लुक लाइक अ कोआला बेयर। तो अपन क्या करेंगे, बहुत कम एप्लीकेशन से स्टार्ट करेंगे। हेयर आई हैव अप्लाइड इट जस्ट इन द लोअर लैश लाइन, सेम वे अराउंड ऑन द अदर आई।
तो नेक्स्ट व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज हम अपने आई मेकअप कर रहे हैं। नाउ आई मेकअप जो हमारा है वो एक स्मोकी आई मेकअप है। तो उसके लिए आप क्या कर सकते हो, आप कोई भी जेल लाइनर यूज कर सकते हो या फिर आप काजल यूज कर सकते हो, जो भी आपको चाहिए आप वो यूज कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट आपको आपका जो कलर होगा, लेट्स सपोज कि आपने जेल लाइनर लिया है, आप उसको एक डेंस ब्रश पे लीजिए एंड उसको आपको अप्लाई करना है अपने क्रीज एरिया से नीचे। डू नॉट अप्लाई इट लाइक ऑन योर क्रीज एरिया, जस्ट अप्लाई इट अ लिटिल बिलो टू इट।
So here you can see my crease area. ये पूरा मेरा crease area है. I have applied it just on the 1/3 section of it, and also towards inwards. मैंने बाहर की तरफ नहीं apply किया है because while blending this color might come outside. जब blend करेंगे तो ये color बाहर की तरफ anyways आ जाएगा. तो थोड़ा सा अंदर की तरफ मैंने 1/3 section में अपने crease के color apply किया है, ठीक है। So this is one of the easiest tricks जिससे आप अपना पूरा स्मोकी आई स्टार्ट कर सकते हो एंड ऑल्सो मेस होने के चांसेस कम हो जाते हैं। ओके, so I'll go with another brush, any medium eyeshadow brush, and I'll start blending this color off towards downwards. So I'll start pulling this color downwards. So मैं नीचे की तरफ इस कलर को पुल करती जा रही हूँ।
तो what we are doing right now is कि हम लोग ने जो अभी अपना जेल लाइनर लगाया था, हम लोग एक मीडियम साइज ब्रश लेंगे एंड उसको आप अच्छे से ब्लेंड करना स्टार्ट कर दोगे। बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स हम नहीं चाहते कि वो ऐसा लगे जैसे हम लोगों ने कलर प्लेस कर दिया, वो हार्श लाइंस हमें हटानी है, इसलिए हम उसको ब्लेंड करना स्टार्ट करेंगे एंड जो आप ब्लेंडिंग कर रहे हैं वो नीचे के डायरेक्शन में होगा। यू डू नॉट हैव टू गो अपवर्ड, यू ऑलवेज हैव टू ब्लेंड इन द डाउनवर्ड मोशन।
So here I'm dragging it downwards. अगर आप देख सकते हो मैं सिर्फ नीचे की तरफ ड्रैग करती जा रही हूँ। Here you can see it's nicely blended. अब कलर को थोड़ा सा और ऊपर अप्लाई करेंगे। So see, I am trying to teach you very easy technique of creating a smoky eye. अगर चाहूँ तो I can apply it on the complete crease line and blend it down. But फिर सब लोग ये नहीं कर पाते हैं, पूरा eye के बाहर चला जाता है, black is everywhere to the crease line, और फिर you end up looking like a panda or koala bear. So वो चीज रिड्यूस करने के लिए, उसके चांसेस रिड्यूस करने के लिए क्या करें अपन, धीमे धीमे इंटेंसिटी इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं। तो अब दिस टाइम आई विल बी इंक्रीजिंग द क्वांटिटी एंड मैं थोड़ा सा और ऊपर की तरफ जाऊंगी। Here you can see I'm just dapping in the color, and this time I'm dragging this color a bit upwards. Also you have to be really quick with the application, क्योंकि जेल लाइनर का क्या इशू होता है या फिर जनरली कोल्स का क्या इशू होता है, जो भी वाटरप्रूफ होते हैं, that they tend to dry up really quickly. वो बहुत जल्दी ड्राई हो जाते हैं। तो होगा क्या कि अगर आपने एप्लीकेशन बहुत जल्दी नहीं किया, ब्लेंड बहुत जल्दी नहीं किया, तो इट विल ड्राई आउट एंड इट विल गेट वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू टू ब्लेंड। सो हियर आई एम बीइंग वेरी क्विक विद द एप्लीकेशन। यस, अगेन बैक टू दैट मीडियम ब्रश, आई स्टार्ट पुलिंग इट डाउनवर्ड्स।
Srishti, just a request. When
Yes,
the other rhino, can you please zoom in a little bit more?
sure. I hope this is good.
Yeah, this is good.
At the
So
same time, Saloni, do we have any queries?
no, we do not have any queries right now. I feel like people are very like ekdam. Acha, acha. Okay, there is a query. Yes, ma'am. Please let us know your query. We'll be more than happy to help you out. तो अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम लोगों ने अभी अपना कलर अप्लाई किया था एंड देन हम लोगों ने उसको ब्लेंड किया. ब्लेंड करने के बाद सिर्फ हम लोगों ने सिर्फ अपनी क्रीज के थोड़ा सा नीचे अप्लाई किया था, तो अब हम कलर को थोड़ा सा ऊपर और लेकर के जाएंगे एंड उसको इंटेंसिफाई करेंगे. तो अब
हम
वापस से कलर
बेसिकली कर क्या रहे हैं? What are we doing here is we are just applying a color to a particular section, and then from the midway to it, I'll just quickly show it to you. तो जो बीच से थोड़ा सा ऊपर जो सेक्शन है वहां पे अपना ब्रश रख के वी आर पुलिंग इट डाउनवर्ड so that it also gets blended into the skin. ठीक है? So here you can see while dragging the color is coming downward. ठीक है? So धीमे धीमे it will get blended. So this is what we are doing right now. We are also going to blend it with the main skin, but also we want it to look very smoked up even on the crease section. ठीक है? Evenly distributed and nicely blended on the crease section. So मैं mid से start कर रही हूँ, मैं यहाँ से start कर रही हूँ. Not just where the color is, I am starting the application from the middle of it. Yes, Saloni. So do we have any queries, by the way?
No, we do not have any queries yet. Okay, so for all the products that we have used till now, it is Anastasia Beverly Hills का brow pomade we have used, and we have used Anastasia का ही again the brow palette, and उसके बाद we have used L'Oreal का gel liner. That's all.
And also we have used a NYX Proof It.
Yes,
We have
NYX
used this. Yeah.
I will quickly write it down in the comment section.
Yes. You can skip the Proof It वाला part. अगर आपको बहुत stiff application ही चाहिए और अगर आपके hair बहुत bushy ना हो. So here I'm again dapping the colors a bit upwards. And again, we'll be dragging it downwards with the medium eyeshadow brush, just to create an even distribution. Okay, just to intensify this look, I will go to an eyeshadow brush, any, जिसके अंदर आपका black color हो, ठीक है? Any eyeshadow brush you can use here. So here, I am going to use Stan's Beauty This Is All I Need palette. So इसमें से I will be taking the shade Kohl from the same medium eyeshadow brush which I have been using. So मैं dab करूँगी. I will pick the black color. I'll dust off the axis. It's semi-gel formula, so इतना ज़्यादा remove नहीं होगा, कोई fallout नहीं है. And I'll dab it right above the eye makeup which I've done. Same motion, I'm dragging it downwards.
तो अभी हमने क्या किया, हम लोग ने कोई भी एक पैलेट लिया, उसके बाद हम लोगों ने उसमें से जैसे यहाँ पे सृष्टि ने जो लिया है वो टैंस ब्यूटी का दिस इज ऑल आई नीड पैलेट है, उसमें से हम लोगों ने ब्लैक कलर लिया एंड देन उसके बाद हम लोग उसकी हेल्प से अच्छे से जो अपनी क्रीज एरिया है उसमें ब्लेंड कर रहे हैं सारे के सारे प्रोडक्ट को.
So I start dragging this color a bit towards my crease line now. अब मैं अपनी crease line की तरफ इस black को, जब थोड़ा सा जो मैं powder black apply करा था, उसको थोड़ा सा crease line की तरफ drag करना start करूँगी. This gives a very smoked up effect. अगर आप देख रहे होगे, generally if you might have applied straight away powder eyeshadow, तो इतना ज़्यादा आपको intense look नहीं मिलता. Same way around on the other eye.
Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I will start with taking any of the blending brushes कोई भी आप ब्लेंडिंग ब्रश ले सकते हो. Here I'm using this dome shaped blending brush. ठीक है. I'll go back to the eyeshadow palette which I used before. I'll take this pink undertone color. Just a bit. I'll dab it in. And I'll start with removing the excess product onto my hand or onto a tissue paper. पूरा जितना भी एक्सेस है सब हटा देना है. Just a minimal amount of product we need. This is a blending brush and we'll start blending this color in the crease line. ठीक है, with this pink color. So क्योंकि आप यहाँ पे skin देख रहे हो, यहाँ पे सीधा black देख रहे हो, we need a transition color. So here we are applying the transition color later after applying the main color. So हम पहले transition apply नहीं कर रहे हैं. आज हमने पहले main color apply किया और उसके बाद हम अब transition के साथ में से blend करेंगे. And here मैं windshield motion के साथ में I'll be blending it off. So windshield motion, same way around, and you have to hold the brush end से, end point से. यहाँ से नहीं hold करना है, अपने end point से hold करना है. Why? Because pressure कम पड़ेगा onto the brush and also precision कम लगेगा. ठीक है? So I will be blending this off into the skin. You can use a warm brown also. Here I'm using a pink because मैं फिर कहीं ना कहीं this will be also used as a monochromatic look क्योंकि lips पे I will be applying the same color. ठीक है? I will be applying a pink which is nude. Yes,
So,
do you have any queries?
yes, we do have a query, but I will quickly repeat one and then we will move back to the query.
Okay.
So, अभी हम लोग ने क्या किया, हम लोग जनरली जो अपने ट्रांजिशनल कलर्स हैं वो हम अप्लाई करते हैं सबसे स्टार्टिंग में, बट जब हम स्मोकी आइज क्रिएट कर रहे हैं या फिर हम ये लुक क्रिएट कर रहे हैं तो हम अपना ट्रांजिशनल कलर सबसे एंड में अप्लाई करेंगे. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग ने जैसे ट्रांजिशनल कलर के लिए हम लोगों ने एक पिंक टाइप का शेड यूज किया है, बट अगर आप चाहे तो आप ब्राउन भी यूज कर सकते हैं, लाइट ब्राउन यूज कर सकते हैं एज ए ट्रांजिशनल शेड. ओके, yes Shashti. So moving back to our question. So there's a question that, ma'am, can you please let me know any product to get a dewy and a glowy look?
Okay, so for getting a very dewy or glowy look, you can use a stroke cream, and the stroke cream which you can go for is by MAC. And if you feel कि थोड़ा सा expensive side में जा रहा है, recently Lakme have also started this new stroke cream effect product, and Swiss Beauty का भी same texture में you can see a primer, a glow based primer. So you can always use that for a very dewy effect in your look.
Okay. So yes, अगर आपको कोई भी अच्छा सा dewy and glowy सा look चाहिए तो you can go back and आप MAC का या तो stroke cream ले सकते हैं या फिर आप Lakme का ले सकते हो. आप Swiss Beauty का there's a primer, glowy primer करके आप वो use कर सकते हैं. So yes, these all things will help
Also
you to
make
get
sure,
a
also make sure कि आप बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर नहीं पुट कर रहे हो और एक ही जगह पर आप होल्ड करके अपना ब्रश नहीं मूव कर रहे हो. यू आर होल्डिंग इट वेरी फार ऑफ फ्रॉम द स्किन, राइट? सो आपने इतना दूर रहना है आपकी स्किन से एंड यू जस्ट हैव टू ब्लेंड इट ऑफ, राइट? सो बहुत दूर रख के देन ब्लेंड ऑफ करेंगे, नहीं तो स्किन पे एक जगह पे पैच बन जाएगा. वी डोंट हैव टू क्रिएट अ पैच है. So you can see we have blended the black nicely with the pink, right? Also, I'll pull this color a bit outwards. Chalo. So let's move forward for the lower lash line. Also, let's blend it off this corner also. Also, at the same time, जिन लोगों को सब कुछ clear है, just quickly drop in a yes in the comment box. अगर आप लोगों को अभी तक जो मैंने आई मेकअप के साथ किया है अगर वो सब क्लियर है तो जल्दी से drop in a yes so that I know कि सबको सब कुछ क्लियर है. ठीक है? Yes.
Yes,
Are we
lady.
seeing any yes at Saloni?
Yes, lady. So if you are like clear with everything that we have done till now, just drop in a yes so that we can move forward. And if in case you have any question or queries, just let us know.
Okay. So अब same lower lash line पे भी करेंगे because ऊपर का तो कर लिया, नीचे नहीं छोड़ना है. So we will be going with the same brush used for applying the black right above, and I will be going with the shade Coal again. Just dapping off some excess, and I'll apply it just in the lower lash line. Same way around on the other eye. Abhi sirf ek smudged off effect we are going to do by blending this color off. Abhi aapko sirf apply karna hai, theek hai? So don't worry if the application goes somewhere else.
Sure, ma'am. We will try to answer the queries in English also. You can just let us know your query and we'll be more than happy to help you out.
Here I have not applied the black in the inner corners, if you can see, because we want the eyes to look bigger. So we are going to apply some lighter color in the inner corners. And anyways, you blend karungi, I will be blending it inwards. Again, I will be going with the same medium eyeshadow brush, which I used before for blending off the black. And I will be using it to blend it off with the lower lash line skin. So just moving my brush back and forth.
तो अभी हम क्या करें, हम लोग लोअर लैश लाइन पे वर्क कर रहे हैं. जो कलर आप ऊपर की साइड अप्लाई करते हो वही सेम कलर आप लोअर लैश लाइन में भी अप्लाई करो. दैट मींस ब्लैक. बट आप देख सकते हैं कि सृष्टि ने सिर्फ आउटर कॉर्नर्स में ब्लैक अप्लाई किया, उन्होंने इनर कॉर्नर्स में ब्लैक नहीं अप्लाई किया. द रीजन इज कि हम अगर इनर कॉर्नर्स में भी अप्लाई कर लेंगे तो हमारी आईज बहुत छोटी दिखने लगेंगी. तो अभी इनर कॉर्नर में हम दूसरा कोई शेड अप्लाई करेंगे ताकि हमारी आईज जो है वो थोड़ा बड़ा इफेक्ट दे. प्लस हम लोगों ने अपने कलर को प्लेस किया एंड देन एक यूजिंग द सेम जो हम लोगों ने मीडियम ब्रश यूज किया था स्टार्टिंग से, वही सेम ब्रश लेकर के वी आर जस्ट ब्लेंडिंग दैट कलर towards, like joining the color towards the up one, the color that we have above, so that it doesn't look very awkward, you know. Yes, Shashi.
Yes. So I will be going back to the pink shade which I used before to blend off it with the main skin. So my same blending brush use kar rahi hu. I'll dust off the axis. Very little space we have, so usi mein hi we have to blend it with the main skin. So black nahi dikhna chahiye. Should look as if it's nicely blended. So here we are using a transition shade on it.
So
Same
again,
with the other side.
तो अगेन जैसे हम लोगों ने ऊपर साइड हम लोगों ने पिंक कलर यूज किया था एज अ ट्रांजिशन शेड, वैसे ही हम नीचे भी पिंक यूज करेंगे एज अ ट्रांजिशन शेड. अदरवाइज वो लगेगा नहीं कि आपने बहुत अच्छे से इसको ब्लेंड किया है इनटू योर स्किन एंड वो फिर बहुत अजीब सा लगेगा. आप नीचे भी सेम कलर यूज करो.
Okay, I might look like a koala bear right now, but we have to give it some time. At the same time, from the back of my brush, I will pick some gel pomade and मैं अपने lash line, water line के अंदर भी I will put this color. So I will take it from the back of my brush. This is one of the tricks which I follow. क्या करना है back of the brush से, क्योंकि blunt है ना? This is not tight. So we are going to pull the lash line below. And we are going to fill this color in the waterline. Same way around on the other side.
So yes, you can see अभी हम अप्लाई कर रहे हैं थोड़ा सा ब्लैक काजल. तो आप सेम जेल लाइनर को ही आप देख सकते हैं, we have used it as a काजल too. So yep.
Okay, so now I will be just color correcting my skin really quickly. So मैं color correction के लिए I will be going with the orange color corrector. Here I'm using the by Derma, which is in shade D30. So इसके लिए I will be just applying the red orange onto the blacks of my skin, so darkness of my skin. And उसके लिए I will be using this tiny concealer brush.
Okay. So अभी what we are doing is we are basically concealing. अभी हम conceal कर रहे हैं. So as you can see कि सृष्टि के face पे जहाँ पे acne था, they have dried up. So we have got like black acne type of thing. तो इसलिए we are concealing it using a orange color corrector. Orange color corrector की help से हम उसको conceal कर रहे हैं. And same around अगर किसी के pigmentation होता है तो वो भी आप orange color corrector की help से conceal कर दो. So Srishti, there are few
corners also. Yes. What about the query, Saloni?
Yes, we do have a query. So there's a query that ma'am, Max soap cream did not work for me. It did not give me any dewy look. So can you please suggest me any other good brands for it?
Okay. So if the strobe cream is not working for you right now, the issue can be that your skin is not very well hydrated and very nicely. plumpy. So use a hyaluronic acid during your skincare. At the same time, make sure you're using Elixir tonic or 24 karat tonic by Farsali. And that will help you a lot. You can go with a 24 karat gold serum by Indulgio also. That will also help. Or the rose gold serum. So you can definitely use one of these products to create your makeup look more dewy. See, hydration can be one of the issues why your skin is not nicely glowing right now.
Okay, so there is one more question. That ma'am,
Okay.
while applying the black powder eyeshadow, while applying the powder black eyeshadow, will not smudge while applying the pink one. मतलब the pink and the black will not.
Applying the pink one to smudge the black. हम पिंक को अप्लाई ही इसलिए कर रहे हैं ताकि ब्लैक स्मज हो जाए स्किन के साथ में और थोड़ा नेचुरल दिखे. So it works as a transition shade. It is not an eye makeup color. जो मेन मेकअप कलर है वो नहीं है, ये सिर्फ ट्रांजिशन शेड है. So here I'm using a beauty blender. Blend off the orange onto my skin. Don't over blend the orange or else spots आपको बाद में भी दिखेंगे. Yes, Saloni, do we have any more queries?
Yes, we do have some queries. So
Okay.
yes, before going forward, so yes, if anybody has dark circles also, then also you can go for orange color corrector to cover them up, like you can see Srishti doing here. And yes, the beauty blender that we are using here is damp. So आपका beauty blender, whenever you're using it, it always need to be damp. आपका beauty blender हमेशा damp होना चाहिए जब भी आप उसको use करें.
Okay, so as for the foundation, I will be using the Radiant Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation by NARS, and the shade which I'm going for is the shade Barcelona. So बहुत minimal quantity में I will be applying this just to give a very radiant effect. So also try to use more liquid foundation for a dewy effect. So for the one question query था कि ma'am थोड़ा सा dewy effect चाहिए, you can also go with liquid foundations for the same. So here I'm doing a dot application of my foundation and I will be blending it off by dapping it onto my skin.
Okay. So there are few more questions.
Yes.
There was it. Yeah. So there's a question that ma'am, can you suggest some loose powder for all skin types?
You can go for Laura Mercier. That will work for everybody. At the same time, you can go with TL2 from Supra and buy a TL4. So if in case you are seeing a bit of ashiness post applying your foundation, you can always mix a percentage of TL4 in your TL2 by Supra Krylene. Krylene. And then mix a percentage of the orange to hide up the ashiness. So that will work for everybody if you're working as a makeup artist.
Okay, so there's a question that ma'am, I have Krylon 303 orange color corrector. Is it okay?
Yeah, 303 is very versatile. You can definitely use it.
And can you suggest
darker orange because my pigmentation is too heavy? You can always use 303. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so there's one more question that ma'am, can you suggest some foundation for dry skin also?
The foundation which I'm right now using is for dry skin. Any foundation which is in liquid consistency, which doesn't give you a lot of coverage, will always work for a drier skin. You can definitely go for brands like Body Shop, Clinique. If in case you have extremely dry skin, you can always go for True Match foundations also. Okay. Also at the same time, your face was not very heavily contoured. So we are just going to create a bit of bronzy effect onto the skin. हम लोग cream based highlighting ही करेंगे. We are not going to contour the skin a lot because complete look ऐसा है. Yes. Do we have any more queries?
We do have queries. So there's a question that ma'am, are we not going to conceal directly foundation on the color corrector?
Yes, we are going to directly apply the foundation onto the color corrector and then we are going to apply the concealer, which is one shade lighter than our own. So just to create a more highlighted effect onto the skin. So here again, I'm using the NARS concealer, and I will be going with the shade Custard, which is one to two shades lighter than my own, just to create a more highlighting effect onto my skin. And also it depends on how well the coverage of your foundation is, how good the coverage of your foundation is. Because the foundation which I was right now using gives a very good coverage. So आप उसे आराम से अपने color corrector के ऊपर use कर सकते हैं. Here I'm using this lighter base concealer just in the inner corners of my eyes.
So yes, here you can see कि अभी हम यहाँ पे कंसीलर यूज कर रहे हैं एंड ये जो कंसीलर है वो सृष्टि के स्किन टोन से 1 to 2 शेड लाइटर है. अब हम इसको इसलिए यूज कर रहे हैं ताकि हम अपना जो वो है अपने फेस को थोड़ा सा हाईलाइटेड दिखा सकें. तो जब आपको हाईलाइट करना होगा तो आपका जो कंसीलर होगा आपकी स्किन शेड से 1 से 2 शेड लाइट होगा.
So here I'm using it also opposite to the areas where I will contour. So जहाँ पे contour या फिर bronze कर रहे हैं उसके opposite में लगा रही हूँ. So this will work as a camouflage on my skin. So मुझे कहीं browns या फिर थोड़े से deeper shades नहीं लगाने पड़ेंगे. ठीक है? Now I'll just blend it off really quickly. The same beauty blender which I was using before. First, just make sure it's nicely evened out. And also at the same time, it gives me a bit lifted effect. मैं थोड़ा से इसे ऊपर की तरफ pull out. And also I applied it to the bony areas of my face. यहाँ पर onto the temporal area also. So I'll just quickly blend it off from the corner of my beauty blender.
Okay, so ma'am, for your color correctors, you can go for the LA Pro Girl, you can go for the Krylon. Supra palette, you will get the color corrector, you will get the color corrector in the Derma palette, you can go for that too. And yeah, and for the dewy finish foundation, you can go for any of the liquid foundation. So they are going to give you a like
With a
dewy
lesser
finish.
consistency of coverage.
Yeah, with
And
lesser
the heavier the
consistency.
coverage will be, the mattier the foundation is going to be. You have to use a radiant or creamy based foundation, a liquid based foundation, which do not give you a very heavy coverage.
Okay.
So now when I've done this, my face looks all evened out. So अब क्या करेंगे, थोड़ा सा warmth add करेंगे. उससे पहले I will be packing the whole face. Packing मतलब जो भी मैंने apply किया उसको फटाफट से pack करेंगे. So for that I will be using some TL. Just a tiny bit of it because again my skin is very dry. So मैं बहुत सारा TL नहीं, and also the makeup was not very matte out. So I will just apply a very little amount of it. As for the baking sections, and I'm just dabbing it off right away into the skin. And here, as for the TL, I'm using TL2 by Krylon. Just a tiny bit of it onto my forehead. Also, Saloni, do we have any queries?
No, we do not have any queries for now, but I will quickly repeat the whole process. So what we have done till now is कि हम लोगों ने अपना पूरा का पूरा फेस जो है उसको सेट कर लिया है. एक हम लोगों ने लूज पाउडर या फिर ट्रांसलूसेंट पाउडर यूज करके. जो यहाँ पे सृष्टि ने ट्रांसलूसेंट पाउडर यूज किया वो क्राइलॉन का ट्रांसलूसेंट पाउडर था एंड उसका जो शेड था शेड नंबर 02. करेक्ट सृष्टि?
Yes. Okay, so here I will be using this bronze shade from the palette Revolution Pro. And I will be using this very warm shade, which is called bronze, just to bronze up a couple of areas of my skin. And for that, I will be using an angular brush. So angular brush से थोड़ा सा bronze लेंगे. Not a contour shade. We need a very warm onto the skin. बहुत ज़्यादा contour नहीं करना है. Just on the corners of my face, from the top point of my ear to the last point of my lip, I'll take a guideline and same way around. I will apply it right onto that area. Same way around on this side. Same onto my nose, just corners of my nose. Just a bit warmy effect. And same onto the forehead. I'll just take a bit more. Till then, do we have any queries, Saloni?
Yes, Shri, we do have some queries. So there's a query that, ma'am, can you please suggest some foundation for heavy coverage for with a skin with some issues and that it does not gives a very dry look?
Okay, so you can go for Huda-based foundation, the Huda Beauty Foundation, Fox Filter. It gives a very heavy coverage, but at the same time, about the drying issue, yes, it is going to dry out the skin. So what you're going to do for that is hydrate your skin freely before the application and अच्छे से prime out करेंगे. At the same time, you can always go for NARS. So NARS also gives you a very beautiful effect. Okay, from the same angular brush, I will be taking a very nude blush. I will be going for this one. Same brush because I want it to be blended with the bronzer. Just dab off the excess and right above the area where I bronzed, I will be applying the blush. Just a tiny bit because the face was not overly blushed up.
ओके, तो अभी हम लोगों ने क्या किया, हम लोगों ने अपने फेस को ब्रॉन्ज किया है एंड ब्लश किया है. अब अगर आप अनुष्का शर्मा का लुक देखेंगे तो वो बहुत ज्यादा चिजल्ड उन्होंने उनका फेस नहीं रखा है, बहुत लाइट कॉन्टोरिंग हुई है, बहुत लाइट ब्लशेस यूज किए गए हैं, काफी नेचुरल सा रखा गया है. तो इन द सेम वे हम भी वही करेंगे. हम लोग यहाँ पे कॉन्टोर जो क्रीम बेस्ड कॉन्टोर होता है वो नहीं कर रहे हैं, इंस्टेड हम हल्की सी ब्रॉन्जिंग कर रहे हैं, यानी कि अपने फेस में हल्का सा वार्मथ ऐड कर रहे हैं. एंड उसके बाद हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं कि उसमें
highlighter with a highlighter brush and अब अच्छे से हम highlighting करेंगे just to give a very dewy effect. I'll dust off the axis right above the section where I applied my blush. I will apply the highlighter just in back and forth motion. And here the highlighter which I'm using is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Embrazy, and it is in shade gold. Of the nose, also the corners. Again a bit onto the forehead.
तो अब हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम अपने फेस को हाईलाइट कर रहे हैं. तो जितने भी हाई पॉइंट्स हैं आपके फेस के, आप वहां पर उनको हाईलाइट करेंगे. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल हम लोगों ने अपने चीक बोन एरिया को किया, हम लोगों ने नोज को किया, हम लोगों ने अपने फोरहेड पे किया, क्यूपिड एरिया को किया. So बेसिकली जितने भी आपके हाई पॉइंट्स आप उनको हाईलाइट करो. यस शशि.
Same way around, मैं एक छोटू सा ब्रश लूंगी. Any small tiny little brush in pencil shape. I will take a very tiny bit quantity of the same highlighter which I used before and I'll apply it just in the inner corners जो हमने empty छोड़ा था. चले. And at the same time, I'll quickly apply some mascara and lipstick and we are good to go for the complete look. So yes, do we have any queries before that?
Yes, Srishti, we do have few queries here.
Okay.
So there's a question that, ma'am, shall we use the same beauty blender for all the jobs?
Yes, all you have to do is use different sections. So ये वाला section was for contour, this section was for the lighter colors. So always make sure the sections are different. And using the same beauty blender always helps because by the end of the day, all colors are supposed to look very melted. अगर आप separate blenders use करोगे तो हर एक section का अलग-अलग patch दिखेगा. You always have to blend off everything very nicely, all together. Okay, so for the lip color, I will be using the shade Velvet Teddy by MAC. And also, do we have any more queries?
Yes, Srishti, we do have few queries. So there's a question that, so there's a question that NYX Honey Dew Me Up Primer is good for dewy look or not?
By PAC?
By NYX Honey Dew Me.
It creates a more sticky effect. So every time for a person who needs a more dewy effect at the same time wants a better coverage and want the concealer to stick better, you can always use that particular primer. Yes, so here I'm just picking some product with the same lip brush. I will be lip lining the complete lips. As again, बहुत ज़्यादा structured lips नहीं थे, इसलिए मैं lip liner नहीं use कर रही हूँ.
तो अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम लोग अपने लिप्स को लाइन कर रहे हैं, लाइक आउटलाइन कर रहे हैं. So right now we're just outlining our lips, and then we are going to give it a very nude lip, because अगर आपने देखा होगा तो Anushka Sharma has very nude lips. She never used very pigmented, or I could say very highlighted lips. She always went for the very nude look in that look.
Till then, do we have any more queries?
Yes, Srishti, we do have few queries.
Okay.
So there's a question that is Becca highlighters good?
Yes, Becca highlighter is really good, but now when it is going out of stock, the company is closing. I would really recommend कि जल्दी से stock up as much as you can.
Okay, so there's one more question that, ma'am, can you please suggest something for gloomy eyelids?
Sorry?
Can you please suggest something for gloomy eyelids?
Okay, so whenever you're working with a gloomy eyelid, what I would recommend, it's a bit noisy now, but so what I would recommend is use products which are more more mature and at the same time more stickier, so that you can always work around with the same products. I wouldn't recommend using liquid-based lipsticks and liquid-based eyeshadows for the same. Here I'm using a coral shade which is called Shroom by Line Crime. So I will be using the same color onto my lips to create a better gradient and add some warmth to the lips. So here you can see it's very warm. It's very similar to the shade by NYX called Abu Dhabi.
So there are a few more questions. That,
Yes.
ma'am, can you please suggest some good highlighter and blushes?
Okay, so whenever we are talking about highlighters, one of the best options which one can go for is again Becca. And at the same time, one can go for Anastasia Beverly Hills. Embrazy. See, it is out of stock now, but if in case you can find your hands on it, let me know, because yeah, definitely a great highlighter. And at the same time, if you're going for a more cheaper option or a consumer range option, you can always go with Maybelline Chrome, chrome-based highlighter. So you can go for a rose gold shade from the same, and Master Chrome, yeah. So Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, or you can go for Wet n Wild as for the highlighter, because these are also one of the good processed highlighters one can go for. Here I'm just going to apply some mascara. So here I'm using a magnet-based mascara by Faces. And we are done with the complete look. So yes, do we have any more queries?
Okay, so there is one more question. That what products can be used for glossy effects on eyelids?
For glossy effect on the eyelid, you can always go for creamy based concealers or liners from Ruby Cosmetics or at the Root Cosmetics. And at the same time, you can always work around for gloss based liners and gloss based mascaras. And also, what I recommend whenever I'm for editorial looks, I prefer using one of these glosses by Burberry and by Tom Ford. So they work really good for glossy effect, as whenever we are working for the glossy eye makeup, because these work really good as compared to working as a gloss. They work better on the lids, and also they are not too sticky when they dry out. So definitely a go-to product. Yes. Do we have any more queries? Because we are done with the look. At the same time, मैं थोड़ा सा blend off करूँगी. Going back to the blending brush which I used before, I'll just blend it off into the main skin.
Ma'am, for choosing the correct type of foundation, you can always check the PDF. In that, you will find the process of how you can choose the correct foundation for yourself. The process is given there. You just follow that and you will be able to get it.
Okay.
For glowy good coverage foundation, you can go for Huda Beauty for good coverage. But yes, it is going to give you a little bit of
Dry.
drying effect. So for that, you can always hydrate your skin. You can use some oils. You can use some cream that is good for your hydration, and
You
then
can use the NYX Honeydew primer before using the same foundation. And at the same time, if you want a better coverage, a medium or buildable coverage, you can also work around with Too Faced foundation or the one by NARS. I mean, the Radiant formula is also a bit towards the buildable coverage. So you can always work around with one of those products which are buildable for a dry skin, so that you can always layer it up and work it around. क्योंकि हुडा का थोड़ा सा drying, थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही drying हो जाता है, because again it is very heavy coverage. So use products which are buildable coverage as compared to being very extremely heavy coverage. Yes. Do we have any more queries?
No, we are done with all the queries also. We are done with the look also. So yes, ladies, you all can see the look that we have created, and we hope that you all are liking the effect that we have created here. Now, so you all can let me know in the comment section that if you all have liked the session or not, or what other sessions you would like to get, like कौन से session आप और चाहोगे कि हम लोग लेकर के आए. Also, if you have liked the session, please go on Google Play Store, do rate us. It will be of great help to us. Plus, the super games are still going on, and you can still win a Dyson Airwrap, or you can win an Apple iPad, or you can win Mac ka full makeup set, like the makeup kit. So for that, you just need to come and join us for today's session. And for joining, you can just register yourself. The link is given in the description also. The link is given in the comment section also. आप कहीं पे भी जाकर के अपने आप को सुपर गेम्स के लिए रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं. And as you know, किसको डाइसन और एप्पल और मैक के प्रोडक्ट्स नहीं चाहिए होते. So do join us. The session starts at 5. So yes, I hope to see you all there. And yes, if you all have liked the session, please go on Google Play Store, rate us, review us. We'll be more than happy. And yeah. So yes, Srishti, thank you so much. It was a great session, and I'm loving the look that you have created.
Thank you so much, Saloni. And yes, it was an amazing session. So thank you for hosting such an amazing session. And at the same time, thanks audience. I hope सब लोग practice कर लेते हैं and फिर से recreate करेंगे. And if you are recreating this complete look, tag us on Instagram, post it on the Pankhuri app, and let us know how was your experience with the same. So yes, it was an amazing session with you guys. Thank you. I think it's time to leave now.
Thank you so much, Srishti. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. So yes, ladies, I hope to see you all in the Super Games. Till then, bye-bye, take care, and have a great day, guys. And do subscribe to the YouTube channel because we come live every twice a week. So till then, bye-bye, take care, have a great day, guys. Bye.